Vlatko, it looked like you guys sat off a little bit deeper maybe than you usually do. I'm just wondering if you can kind of tell us what the plan with the ball and without the ball was, and if that was intentional.
Yeah, we did set a little bit deeper, but it wasn't intentional. The fact that when they were starting the attacks, actually they started every attack started with a long ball from the goalkeeper, and then on the second ball is when they started building, which set us off a little bit, and our line of confrontation dropped with, because of that. And after that, we just didn't feel like we have a good timing to step up and put them under pressure. And credit to Spain. I mean, they're very technical, and it's hard to push the line or to push the block from middle to high block.
Jonathan Tannenwald from the Philadelphia Inquirer. The last 20, 25 minutes, whenever it was, when Tobin and Kristin came in and Carly went out, what did you hope to see from the front three of Kristin, Lynn, and Tobin? Goals, I'm sure, but beyond that, and what did you see?
Yes, actually, what I was just talking about in the previous question was pushing the block from middle to high, which I think we did a good job, and Tobin and Press both read the triggers very well and allowed us to step a little bit higher, and then even Lindsay came in and she did a very good job with them. I thought that that was a little bit of our DNA and who we are, and stepping up aggressively and putting teams under pressure, and it felt like we were getting a little more hang of the game.
Grant Wall, Sports Illustrated. Kristin was just telling us that she feels a bit more freedom under you, that she's not having to sort of think too much. She felt like she had a little bit in the past. When she comes into a game, when she's on the ball, and I was just wondering, from your perspective, what are you seeing from Kristin? She's really playing at a high level.
I mean, in Kristin, I see a great player, world-class player, and we've seen it so far that in the games that she played in the last 7-8 games, she scored a goal, assist and a goal, and the goals that she scored, I mean, they're top-notch. They're some of the best goals that I've seen in a long time. She has the quality to eliminate players in a 1v1 situation and penetrate on a dribble, and it just gives this team a little different look, a little different player, and helps us be more unpredictable.
Sean, Soccer Long Island Magazine. The English press down in Orlando was making a big to-do about them being a strong rival with you. You've now played them in Spain, two emerging teams from Europe. Which would you feel is a stronger rival to you now?
I mean, both teams are great teams, and both teams played us a little bit different and presented different challenges. There were certain things that England exposed us to, and gave us a chance to work on. And tonight, Spain, I thought they did a great job and exposed some of the things that we need to work on. And in fact, that's why we play these teams, and that's why we have this tournament, so we can get the best of the best and compare it with the best of the best, and test ourselves with some of the best teams in the world.
Vlatko Andonovski with The Athletic. What do you need to see from Mallory Pugh in particular for her to work her way into this competitive midfield?
I mean, first, I think that Mallory is doing very good in camp, and she's working hard, and she's fighting for the team, for a spot on the team. Now the thing is not what we need to see from Mallory in terms of what she needs to do, but also she needs to be better than some of the players that are on the field, right? So it's a competitive environment. It's an extremely competitive environment, and she's competing against some world-class players. And now with Mel, I have no doubt that she will get her spot back. Now, how long is it going to take and what is it going to take, we'll see. But I know that she's very determined, and she works hard, and she'll be on the field soon.
Did Spain surprise you with their performance?
I wouldn't say surprise me, because we knew they're a good team. We knew they're gonna do well. If I say surprise me, then I feel like I would say something it will be disrespectful for them. We knew they're good. We knew they're technical. We knew that they're they have the ability to break teams down, and we saw, at times how dangerous they can be. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, that's why we want to play teams like Spain, because it will just help us in the process and get better.
Thanks. Vlatko, you said that playing Spain helped maybe expose some of the things that the team needs to work on. I'm wondering if you're comfortable expanding on that comment.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to the very first question. I think our biggest problem was shifting our block from middle block to high press. Like I said, pressing teams, being more intense and putting teams on their heels is in our DNA. It's that who we are. That's who we want to be. And shifting the block or getting from the middle block to high press is something that we need to do. We need to do better. And like I said, credit to Spain because of how technical they are. They don't allow you to shift because if we're off in our timing a little bit, that will break us down. And we saw that in the first half couple of times. And as the game was going by, we started figuring out the angles and the approach, and I thought we did a better job.